top professional dealers.
I don't muck about. If I want something, I take it.
Risking their own cash.
We're not messing about here.
This is my money.
It's not a game, it's not just a TV show. This is serious business.
They're taking part in a secret auction, bidding on trucks filled with storage.
OK, bring in the trucks!
When each truck opens,
Whoa.
the dealers have just moments to decide.
Going once, going twice.
Are they in?
Come on.
Buying and selling in auctions isn't for the faint-hearted.
Or are they out?
They're out. What a load of crap.
They'll use every trick in the book to put off their rivals.
Here.
I'm tempted to stick a bid in just to bid it up. I want to see him pay for this.
You're very optimistic, Paul. Yeah.
I'm very rich as well.
He's all math. I don't think he knows what he's buying.
But when the hammer falls,
Sold!
the winner will have to sell the whole damn lot.
Buying is the easy part.
I'd like £1,000.
Wouldn't we all?
If we can't sell it at that, we ain't selling it.
Selling's the hard part.
So will they blow their cash
Can't believe it.
or strike auction gold?
Happy day.
Time to gamble.
Who's going to go for this one?
This time on Storage Flog the Lot, Chris and son Dave find themselves in deep water.
Can't believe it. If we can't sell a tractor, it could be a disaster.
Paul and Dale make an unexpected discovery.
You've answered seven. £1,000.
And will Dave and Pete's big gamble pay off?
Quite a lot of it had a nice little destroy sticker on it. Watch out, there's an iceberg.
A truck loaded with a secret lot is minutes away from a hidden auction house. Awaiting its arrival, a group of professional dealers. Under the watchful eye of auctioneer Addison Gelpie.
And Dawn, just do your financials if you don't mind. Hi, Dawn. Oh, you're doing well. Perfect. Thank you.
They'll have just minutes to decide just how much of their own hard-earned cash they're prepared to risk.
Shut the door! And open the truck.
Facing the dealers, a truckload of farm nostalgia.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen, a farmer's lot. If you look carefully, there's definitely value in there. I'll be back in a few minutes and we'll start the bidding.
This is the first chance the dealers have had to inspect the lot.
What do you think we are, scrap metal dealers?
This is a farmer's lot. All bygone stuff, the tools, all these decorator pieces really for restaurants, bars and shops. The main piece there, though, is obviously the tractor. It's a really unusual model, so most of the dealers won't realise how much the worth is.
Bidding on the unknown is always a gamble, and the unusual mini tractor is giving everyone food for thought. Third-generation dealer Chris is in two minds over this lot.
When it was pulled right back, I looked fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Oh my God, what am I going to do with that?
Vintage shop owners Alex and Graham are also nervous.
I had this sort of yin-yang feeling going on. I instantly love all the stuff on the left-hand side. It's great, all saleable. We could sell that easy. Right-hand side, that great big lump of tractor or whatever it is.
It is a very sexy piece of kit.
Well, I'm not sure sexy's the word, but it's heavy.
How do you value something that you don't know nothing about? That's the problem. So this is a real stab in the dark.
The one man staying quiet is Paul Johnson, Ribble's reclamation expert. And that's because he's the one man in the room who knows what this is.
I think they were brought out for, like, small holdings and stuff like that after the Second World War. Yeah. And the people who were bidding against us won't have a clue what it is. So I think it'll make people very nervous.
Paul has decided to let his daughter Susie do the bidding, hoping it will confuse the other dealers.
Well, throws them off scent a little bit, doesn't it? She'll run rings around these lot.
Fantastic farm lot here. You can definitely shift this. There's some value in here. Should we start the bidding at £400? £400. Who's going to give me £400? Someone to start me up at 400. Thank you. New bidder at 400. Welcome. Any advance on 400?
Yeah.
430. Thank you. At 430. 450 now. At 450.
What they didn't realise is that Susie has been at auctions since she was 12 years old.
1,000 there. At £1,000. 1,100's next at 1,000. Any advance on 1,000? I'm going to sell at £1,000. 1,100 now. At £1,100 at the last minute. 1,002 now. At 1,002. Go one more. 1,200 with you, ma'am. At 1,200. He's looking at you. He's looking at you now. At 1,200. They're going to win it. They're going to win it.
She's only a girl.
At 1,250. 1,250 I've got. At 1,250. I'm going to sell to these gentlemen here at 1,250. Going once. Going twice. I'm selling at £1,250. Thank you very much.
Chris and Dave take the first lot of the auction for £1,250.
That's a lump of metal you got there, sir.
That's just between your ears.
It's not something we'd normally touch, but if you don't gamble now and again, you end up becoming a loser.
So what's that £1,250 actually bought them?
I'd like to have a little closer look at what we got. I'm walking up and I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this is the right lot for us. This, I can see, picture this outside a pub, flowers, you know, barrels. I can sell barrels all day long. This, copper. But then as we started to look around, I thought, yeah, do you know what? There was money in this lot.
The cafe across the road is where the gloves come off. And right now, young gun David Channing from Kent thinks someone has bottled it.
You wimped right out there, didn't you? Your balls shriveled up there, they disappeared to nothing.
Give your jawbone a rest. He's not winding me up that easy. If I want a tractor, I'll buy one.
Do you know much about crawlers?
Absolutely nothing.
Really? She went on a punt?
Yeah.
Brave man, brave man. But
brave or silly, I don't know yet.
So what sort of profit do you think you're going to make overall if it all goes to plan?
We're going to double our money on this. No problem at all. We've had it right off.
At a secret auction, professional dealers have been battling it out over a truckload of farm nostalgia.
At 1,200, they're going to win it. They're going to win it.
Third-generation dealer Chris threw caution to the wind.
Selling at £1,250.
And took a punt on a lot he knows nothing about.
Brave man, brave man. But
brave or silly, I don't know yet. This was a good lot. After walking around it and seeing everything, I just couldn't wait to get out there and start selling this.
Chris paid £1,250 for the lot. The old cart, barrels and milk churns are bread and butter to a dealer like Chris, but it's the little agricultural crawler that will be the difference between profit and loss.
Well, I like to turn stuff over quickly. Buy it in one day, sell it the next.
His plan is to sell everything as fast as possible to local pubs and business contacts.
There's a good profit to be made out of this little lot.
First stop, the Golden Cross. Chris hopes to interest the landlady in a cart for the garden.
Oh, well, I just love it. You know, you knew that. And
I knew you'd love it.
But why stop with just one item?
But do you know what you need? A nice barrel for it to sit on. Funny enough, I might be able to help. Now, just picture this. It looks so good on that barrel. And it'd be the only pub in the area with one.
oh, Chris, I've got to have it. Go on then, how much is it?
The cart, 280.
Oh, right, OK. That didn't shock me as much as I thought it would. And the barrels?
£70 for the pair.
Oh, right.
I'll tell you what we will do. Take the both, 300 quid.
You serious?
Yeah. We've got ourselves a deal.
I will get some money.
I had this in mind when I brought it over, that if I put it on the barrel, had it all set up right, that she'd just fall in love with it. And then she got a part of her money.
100, 200, 300. Thank you very much, Chris.
The rest of the morning, Chris works hard visiting pub after pub.
I'm liking this straight away. I love this.
75 quid, we got a deal.
55.
Go on. She's had a good deal.
I'll give you £60.
Make it £70 and I'll give you £1 back for luck.
Go on then, mate, you're on.
Going round and seeing people and selling things to people is nice. I don't even treat it as work because it's so much fun.
3 hours after Chris started, he's £565 richer. But he knows that the profit is in the little tractor.
To be honest, the tractor's been a bit of a problem to sell. So I thought to myself, why don't we take it to a vintage tractor show?
Well, that turned out to be a complete washout.
Can't believe it.
Quite literally.
If we can't sell a tractor, it could be a disaster.
Back at the auction house, there's another chance for a bite of the cherry for our professional dealers, as it's time for sale number 2 of today's storage auction. But will it tempt the dealers to part with their hard-earned cash?
Shut the door! And open the truck, please!
With so little to see, the dealers are going to have to make a leap of faith.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, you're bidding blind on this one. Could be a market trader's dream, it could be a market trader's nightmare. You've got a few minutes to look, don't touch, I'll be back to take your bids.
The truck looks like it's filled with store returns. Classic business for market traders. But until those sealed boxes are opened, no one will know their true value.
Well, the curtain went back and all I could see was the cardboard and I thought, ooh, and then as the curtain went back further, it was, oh.
Even if it looks like it's going for stupid money, cheap.
No. Oh, no, please. No.
And Chris isn't alone in his feelings.
No.
It really isn't our bag.
No, I mean, no.
But not everybody feels the same.
Do you know what? Take all this stuff down the boot fair on a Sunday, leave my dad at the yard, come out a few £100. If there's 2,000 bits in there at £1 a piece, it's £2 grand. There's a bit of money to be made here. It's not always all about the big bits you need to make the money. I will go and stand at a booth fair, I am proud, I will go and stand at a booth fair, I will do anything. Money's money.
Retro dealer Dawn from Plymouth is still weighing up her options.
It's got to be worth $2.50 a box. By the law of averages, they're on a pallet, they're heavy, although chocolate fountains aren't very popular in Plymouth. I will be tempted because it could be a brilliant lot. It really could, who knows?
And finally, there's Dave and Pete, who run their own auction house and will sell, well, just about anything.
Absolute load of rubbish.
A load of old pony.
But it is our thing, Dave. We're very interested in it.
2 Essex boys, they ain't got the nuts for it. They're out of it.
Probably.
We do like that kind of stuff. We are massively interested in it.
Oi, oi, Savaloy, a market trader's dream or a market trader's nightmare. It's your decision today, ladies and gentlemen. Should we start the bidding here to get me going at £100? Who'll give me £100 straight away at £100? 100 now. At £100, we have 120 anywhere. At £100 straight in.
200.
200, he's in there at 200. 300 now.
500,
500 now. At £500, we have 550 somewhere. Any advance on 5? 600, thank you. 700 now at £700. Top 7 at £1,000. Any advance on 1,000?
To me.
And you bid it there with the lovely lady there at 1,100.
I was a bit surprised to see Don getting involved on that.
Straight out of the box there, 1,100 with the lady there. 1,200 now. 1,002.
To me.
1,003.
15.
1,500 I'll take now.
To me.
16, she wants it.
Why was Dawn bidding on that? That's not her type of thing.
You want it, 1,600.
I could say to David looking over, but I didn't want to make eye contact.
18.
£1,800 now, thank you very much.
Me.
19 now, that'd make it 2 bags of sand. £2,000. We'd like a Desmond now. At 2,000, have we got a Desmond? At 2,000, a Desmond. 2,002. At 2,200, I'll take 2,300. I'll take 2,300. Go for it, guys. You know you want it. At 2,200 there. One more. At one more. 2,300 I've got. At 2,300.
No, I can have it.
2,300, she says have it. You've got it. Do you want it? 2,300 going once. 2,300 going twice. You guys have got a lot of stuff for £2,300 sold! Yeah. Well done, guys.
Unbelievable.
Sold to Dave and Pete for £2,300.
Dawn, lovely girl.
Little short lady, red hair.
but a bitch for bidding us up.
The boys have just gambled over £2 on 4 boxes with no knowledge of what's inside. Time to find out if this Del Boy lot is going to deliver.
What have you bought? What have you bought?
Something nice, hopefully.
When we opened the boxes, I was quite excited to have a look in there and see what there was.
Table saw, cool.
Loads of it.
You got the contacts to shift all this?
We have.
You couldn't really tell till you actually start rummaging around in the boxes what was there. But what we could see, we was quite excited about it.
Oh my God, look.
What's in there?
Nice little Hoover.
Cutting saw, what's that got to be?
50 quid, I reckon. All mowers. Laser circular saw down the bottom.
It's always a risk when you spend money and you buy blind and you can't actually see what you've got. Even with the boxes open, couldn't really see everything that was in there, but at least it wasn't more mops and England flags.
What would you want to get cash value, do you reckon, back, guys?
If we could see
maybe 4.
You can get 4K back, you'd be laughing all the way to the bank.
Well, you'd be proper happy with that.
Nice one, lads, well done.
The boys have paid $2,300 for this job lot of store returns, with the key items being the lawnmowers and the power tools.
412 is a power table saw.
Welcome to Dave and Pete's auction house in Langdon, Essex.
In a box, look at that stuff. Quality, with instructions on how to get it out of the box.
Packed into their auction are just some of the 200 items that came with their lot.
We've only really put out, I'd say...
Small amount.
A small amount, not even a quarter of what we bought. It's just that we can't put it all in one lot, otherwise, sort of like people want a diversity. Is that the right word?
No.
Diversity of stuff, it is, isn't it?
You're not using that the right way.
No, I'm quite sure I am.
The boys' job is being made more difficult by the state of some of the items in the boxes.
When we finally got it back and had a butcher's, kind of see straight away that it wasn't grade A returns, as promised on most of the stickers. Quite a lot of it had a nice little destroy sticker on it.
279 is the bell from the Titanic.
Watch out, there's an iceberg.
Oh.
Too late.
Anyone start me at £10 on the red pedal bin?
Sorry, mate, in a box.
It's in a box. I'll
Comes
take
in
it
a box.
down to a low bid of £4.
£4 for a lovely
4 I
penny.
have there. 5 I'm looking for. Anyone for 5?
Very cheap.
Number, sir, madam. 52, thank you.
Only £2,296 to go. This could be a very long day.
There we go, my darling. Thank you very much for bringing it over.
Thanking you.
Having had a blistering start selling his £1,250 farm lot, Chris has hit a brick wall selling the tractor.
Can't believe it.
Until he received a phone call from an unexpected buyer.
Absolutely fantastic. It runs a treat.
When we were at the auction room, a locker came through, was that tractor. And I stopped bidding, and then afterwards I thought, I want that for myself. We've paid him £1,000, and I like it. Dale likes it too, don't
I love it, absolutely love it. I think £1,000 very well spent, really.
Well, the farmer's lot is all sold. It went relatively easy. We turned it over quickly, and that's what we do.
Chris paid £1,250 for the lot. And with sales totalling £1,765, Chris has made a profit of £515.
Just keep turning that money over.
Back at the auction house in Essex, Pete and Dave have been struggling shifting their lot of shop returns.
Everyone loves a chocolate fountain.
Anyone start me on the pair of chocolate fountains?
Their final hope are some power tools.
A drilling case with charger.
It is, sir, but it doesn't seem to want to work at the
Anyone
moment.
start me at £10 on it?
But it's got a lovely light.
I'll take it down to a low bid of £4.
The problem with return goods is that they've been returned for a reason.
Selling that stuff is hard work, but if you buy crap, that's what you expect.
A whole day of selling nets them £700 on the items from their lot. It doesn't come much tougher than this.
So far, considering we've sold about 50 of the items, I would say we've got a quarter of our money back that we handed out.
You sure?
Yeah, I'll bet you.
No, I'd have to have a look.
I'll bet you.
Over the next few weeks, the boys do eventually manage to shift the lot. But it was a hard slog. They paid £2,300 for their mystery boxes. Sales totaled £1,534, meaning the dynamic duo have made a loss of £766.
We're not going to go walking out of here and slit our wrists, are we?
No.
We're triers, we'll get on with it. We'll buy again, and we'll go again, until we come to the stage where we do make a bit of money, or we lose so much money that we just have to go bankrupt.
Close the doors.
We have to close the doors.
At a secret auction, dealers have been bidding their own cash on a series of lots.
Sold!
Chris went out of his comfort zone and bought a truckload of farming nostalgia.
Brave man.
Brave or silly, I don't know yet.
And managed to sell the lot. But Essex auction boys Dave and Pete gambled on 4 large boxes packed with hundreds of store returns.
Anyone start me on the pair of chocolate fountains?
And lost. But with 2 lots to go, there's still everything to play for. Time for sale number 3 of today's auction.
Shut the doors! And open the truck!
This truck contains few, but large architectural pieces.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, no climbing on the truck or touching, because I'll be back in a few minutes to start the auction.
This is classic architectural salvage, full of the type of items that are bread and butter for many of these dealers.
The bath. Bath's got possibilities.
It's a fabulous lot. It's exactly what it says on the tin. There's some amazing, massive ecclesiastical arch windows there that are worth some really big money. If it was me, I like the stone statue. That could be something special. So I think it'll appeal to everybody because they've all got contacts to move that sort of stuff on.
Elephant looks all right. Little statue figures at the back look nice.
For reclamation dealer David, this lot is right up his street, and he's decided to play dirty.
Do you know how heavy them reds are? You don't want them. They're probably leaking. Look at the condition of them.
But has it worked?
I tell you what, you're telling me a lot.
Might not be true, though, Dawn.
David will go for this because he's told me everything that's wrong with the lot. He's told me it's leaking, he told me it's rusty, he's told me this is broke, he's told me that is broke. So he obviously wants it, so David will go for it.
There's only one person out there who deserves that, and that's me. None of them do that. They will be bidding just to go against me. Don't know me by a boss. Do you know me? Do you know what I'll do with them? Cut the middle, put a nice padded chair in there, turn it into a lovely sofa.
Do you do that sort of thing?
I'll do everything, mate.
Getting a bit too cocky, in my opinion.
I think he's confident rather than cocky.
I think he's cocky rather than confident.
OK, well, think what
I think
you
his
want.
cockiness outweighs his expertise.
Yeah,
It's
well-
due a fall.
Time's up, ladies and gentlemen. Time's up. This lot is self-explanatory. It's exactly what you can see here, ladies and gentlemen. If you've got the contacts or the clients, you know you can shift this stuff. The question is, what are you willing to bid? So should we start the bidding today at £400? You'll give me £400. Straight in at 400 somewhere. At 400 over there on my left. At 400. Do we have 450 somewhere? At £400. Any advance? 450. Thank you very much. At 450. 500. At 500. 550 now. At 550. 600. At 600. 650 now. At 650. I've got 700. 750 I'd like. At £700. 750. At 750. Do you want 800? Thank you. At £800. At 800, 850 now, 850, 900. I've got 950.
Come on, guys.
£1,000, a bag of sand, grand in the hand. But can I get 1,100? 11 I have got. At 1,100, make it 12, sir.
15.
£1,500, straight in at 15 to scare you off.
Dave weren't messing about.
Me.
You bid her at 1,600 now.
Thought I might have a punt on this one.
That's £1,600, 17 now. At £1,700, do we have 18?
Me.
18 now.
The question is, at that price, how much profit was left in it?
Come on, guys.
19 now, 1,009. Any advance on 1,900? At £1,900, at going once, going twice, I'm selling to you, sir, at £1,900. Sold. Well done, Dave.
David Channing gets the lot he's been waiting for at £1,900.
Feels good. That's my lot. None of them else, nobody else wanted that lot. They just wanted to bid me up a little bit. They knew it was coming over me in the end.
And he already reckons he's got the radiators as good as sold.
I've got a customer who wants 2 rads.
Really?
Mine's
I
one.
thought they were not working.
They weren't working when you wanted to buy them.
What a big fat liar. I'm going to get him back for that.
But what architectural treasures has David actually got for his 1900 quid?
I don't think they've got the age on them. There. Nah. Taking a closer look at the pair of dogs, you can tell that it was obvious they was reproduction. The same way for a little statue, which was more or less worthless. That is, that is complete.
All right, fair enough.
Elsewhere, I can see a lot of money.
What do you reckon of the windows?
The windows, do you know what, they're a cracking piece. They could be a little bit hard to sell, so there's not many houses. The windows looked amazing, but honestly, there's a bit of a worry with them.
And over in the loser's calf, Chris knows why.
They're one of them things you could sit on for 12 months, 2 years.
It's having that right person to come along.
Well, you could sell them next week.
One thing I did like was the bath. Not a lot of profit as it was, but I had a good idea for that. What I'm going to do with the bath, I'm going to cut the middle, put a nice cushion in there, spray the outside a really funky colour, turn it into a nice sofa.
But at the end of the day, it's all about money. So how much does David think he's going to make?
Tally
I'd say with everything here, there's about 4.5, 5 grand.
Really?
So, yeah. They've got a couple of grand there, up to £1 grand on him. You've got 300 quid there or 1,200 quid there. Yeah, there's a profit to be made here.
Well done, Dave.
David has spent £1,900 on this architectural salvage. The radiators, bath and statue could all be nice little earners. As for the windows, they could prove to be a gold mine, but could just as easily end up being a millstone round his neck. In Chatham, Kent, David is taking a rather relaxed view to selling a lot that cost him nearly £2 grand.
Hasta la vista, baby. Hey, that's what you want. That's the noise you want. And that little bit of satisfaction. That's therapy. Therapy for antiques dealers, that is.
But then David may have made the deal of the century with a local dealer. He swapped the 2 Victorian windows for some fireplaces.
We've done a straight swap. The windows for 10 Victorian tile fireplaces. So to be honest with you, I sorted my pants a little bit, thinking how I'm going to get rid of these.
And he's already sold the most expensive fireplace for £750.
It's lovely. If I could do that every day, I'd be an happy man.
But what about the roll-top bath?
I had spoke to a guy before who's opening a new salon and wanted like sleek bits. I sent him a picture over the bathtub as it was, told him at a price of £1,000, told him what it's going to be, and I said to him to trust me.
And here is his masterpiece.
So what I've done is I've all matte blacked the outside of it, done the feet, and I've just polished little bits to bring out the detail so it really shines through. Then the inside, I take off all the enamel. I've not done it a perfect polish. I wanted it like to have an industrial feel about it. And it's turned out better than I expected. When he sees it, he's going to love it. Absolutely perfect. I fell in love with it straight away. I'll be doing a lot more of them.
Dave bought the architectural lot for £1,900. Sales, including 2 fireplaces and the bath sofa, have reached £2,635 quid. And the remaining items have been valued at £1,440, which leaves him with an impressive profit of £2,175. Time for today's final lot. There's been some easy wins, but some dealers have been stung by being bid up. With half the dealers yet to win a lot, the pressure's on to splash the cash.
Shut the door! And open the truck!
With nothing more than a few pieces of furniture and some old books, this partially hidden lot seems to have the dealers somewhat confused.
Looks like we're going to have to use our imagination on this one, ladies and gentlemen. So it's your gamble. No climbing on the truck. Have a look.
It's what's behind that, isn't it? That's a nice mirror. That's a nice light.
At first glance, it looks like nothing, an absolute bag of toots. It doesn't look like it's going to make a lot of money, but it could be a couple of hidden extra special pieces in here, but they have to decide whether they want to go for it.
Dawn's keen to buy a lot, but she's struggling to get to grips with this one.
Lots of books which aren't worth anything unless it's a first edition. I think Alex will go for it. I think it's her cup of tea.
What a pile of old junk.
No, she won't.
And I think the auction boys might jump in a bit.
No, they won't either.
What's that there, Ellis?
I think it's...
But two dealers who might are Preston's finest, Paul and Dale.
It's a bit like being at the casino. What?
Gas fire, electric fire.
It's not a bad little thing, that. You know as well as I do. You have 3 million books and one might be good.
Yeah.
I think this might be worth a cheeky punt.
I'm not really a gambler, but sometimes you have to be, don't you?
Time's up, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like some interesting bits of furniture underneath these drapes. What should we start the bidding at? Who'll give me £50? Who'll give me £50? Straight in at £50. Any advance on 50? 100 now with Dave at £100.
500.
£500 straight in at 500.
I thought that'll shut them up.
Do we have 600? At 600.
Come, guys.
700 over there on my left.
I didn't want it at all. I just want them to spend their money.
700. Would you like
Me.
750? At 750 now.
Come on.
£800. At £800. Any advance on 800?
Me.
850 comes next. I've got 850. 900. Are you sure? 850 with you, Mum. At £850.
£1,000.
I don't muck about. If I want something, I take it.
To me.
1,100 now. At £1,100, she wants it. 1,200 now. At 1,002. Do we
You
have
can
1,000?
have it.
Would you like 1,250?
Yes.
1,250.
Well, a woman's allowed to change her mind, isn't she?
At 1,250. Any advance on what? 1,300 now. At 1,300. Can I get 1,350? At 1,300 with you. Going once. 1,300 with you. Going twice. I'm going to sell to you at £1,300. Fair warning at 1,300. Sold.
Sold to Paul and Dale for £1,300.
You're too competitive.
I think you've done all right.
I know I've done all right.
But behind the smiles, Paul and Dale think they've probably paid too much.
You a bit worried?
A lot worried. I think we've dropped a clanger.
Well, I think Widow Twanky and Buttons got stung.
At a secret auction, reclamation boys Paul and Dale have beaten the competition to win a lot which throws up more questions than answers.
I think we've dropped a clanger.
Having spent £1,300, Paul and Dale are gambling on there being something pretty special hiding amongst this lot. Time to find out if they're right.
It was a silhouette of a globe. That's what I went for. Here we go.
Yeah. That ain't it, boy.
Is that a good model?
That's a drinks cabinet. Oh my God, it gets worse. Oh, here we go.
2 for the price of 1.
We took a chance. If that had been an antique globe, we'd have been laughing.
But it weren't.
No, it weren't. Does look a bit crap, doesn't it?
It is.
We would have bid like maybe 200 or
That's
something,
all Dale
but
wanted
like...
to pay. He wanted to pay 300
Dale
for it.
did.
And then bloody Widow Twanky started. 500! 1,000! So we might as well join in.
No.
If you could take one thing, one item from what you saw home with you for free, what would it be?
I'd take the lorry home that it came in. I'd be quite happy to part with my £1,000.
But at the end of the day, it was the books that Paul and Dale thought were the moneymakers.
Hang on. Bit thorough. Just let me be thorough with these. You never know.
Which is why Paul is being so careful with them. No money there, then. Still, it's not all over yet.
Yeah, are you ready?
Yeah, well, here we go.
Dun, 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 dun.
Come on, Dale, here, lad.
I said it was a bookcase.
£300 on that one?
It's 300 or 400 quid, isn't it? It wasn't looking great at this point, so I decided to take a closer look at the books before Paul destroyed any more. Oh, my word.
That could be all right. Suddenly, Dale spotted something.
Not that is, don't you?
The library book.
On Her Majesty's Secret Service.
I couldn't understand what he were getting excited about for. It were a bloody library book.
So it's a first edition, second
First edition,
press.
yeah.
It's a first edition, second press.
Yeah, and it gets better. It's actually signed by Ian Fleming.
Who read?
He wrote all the James Bond movies. And then the penny finally dropped.
Hey!
We have hit the jackpot.
Get in there!
Yes!
Here we go.
We've done it, that's it.
Well done, guys. You got out of jail anyway. You're all upset. You're happy now. So fantastic.
Well, yeah,
done.
Great relief.
Fortune favoured the brave on this lot.
Thank you.
Cheers,
Thank
Dale.
you very much indeed.
Paul and Dale paid $1,300 for the book lot and hope there's money to be made in the furniture. But the star item and real profit is in the signed Ian Fleming novel.
Profit is in this Fleming book, who's apparently the bloke who wrote James Bond, I'm told.
Paul has made an important discovery, a document inside the Ian Fleming novel that could prove to be a game changer.
If you look here, Fraser's autographs, Ian Fleming book, reference number, value £3,500.
It's an old invoice.
So if that book is worth £3.5 grand, we've swum the bloody channel.
Paul needs a valuation to verify whether the amount on this invoice is right and to also find out what the other books might be worth.
You need to have an expert in every field. And in this town, in the northwest, Mike Aylward is the book king. Come on, Sue. Where is he? Mike, where are you? Mike?
Yep.
Are you there?
I'm here.
Right, Mike. 400 of these, mate.
Mike starts wading through the 400 books.
Have you seen anything that's any good?
Models of the church. These are nicely printed, but religious books don't sell too easily, but, you know, they're worth a quid each. Contributions to Punch magazine, Thackeray, you know, that's worth a couple of quid.
2 quid?
We're going up. Unfortunately, a lot of the others are not worth anything.
How can you go so quick through them all?
Well, I recognise them, I know them, I've been doing it for 40 years.
It's time for Paul to reveal his star turn.
Now then.
Is it the first?
First edition, second press, and signed by Ian Fleming.
Well, that's quite nice, yeah. Yeah. Now, that's a different kettle of fish to all this lot. You can take all that lot, and I'll have this one. How's that?
There's a receipt with this book we found in the cover, yeah?
That's a nice clear signature. I've seen it before. That looks right to me. That should be quite good. Fraser's autographs.
£3,500.
Good grief. Yeah. This is a second impression, 1963. The first, 1963, I could imagine would be worth £3,500.
Right.
A second impression, to my mind, isn't worth. It would be worth still £1,000, something like that.
£1,000.
Keen to do a deal, Paul decides to try Mike with a bulk offer for the whole lot.
1,500 quid everything.
Yeah, I'd go to 12.50. I'd stick out for that.
I'll shift all them out to my shop. Right. I'll sell all them at £2 each.
Well, you can try, I hope you do.
Thanks for your time. All right, appreciate that, Mike.
No problem.
Right, Andy, back in the van. Come on, get him back in the van, let's get going.
Determined to make a profit, the man who specialises in reclamation has suddenly decided to enter the antiquarian book market. A few days later, and Preston's newest bookshop has so far sold absolutely nothing. But all that could be about to change. On the phone is a potential buyer for the Ian Fleming novel.
So anyway, let's cut to the chase on this old book signed by Ian Fleming. I'd be prepared to let the book go at £11.50.
But the buyer on the other end of the phone is only offering 800 quid.
Not enough for me. I think I might get a bit more than that. I think I might get 1,500 quid for this to the right person.
I feel absolutely, deflated. I mean, it was a fantastic deal. He made us a bid of £800. It was valued at £1,000, but so what? I'll take his 800 quid. Brilliant offer. And your first profit is always your best.
I'll keep that book, because this James Bond character, next time there's one of them pictures out, them films out, it might be worth a bit more money. So I'll hang on to that book and I'll sell it myself for £1,200. I ain't taking no £800. Dale can get lost.
The guys paid £1,300 for their lot. They did manage to sell the Globe drink cabinet and the leather chair for £390. The remaining items have been valued at £2,375, giving them a profit of £1,465. If Paul ever agrees to sell the Ian Fleming book, that is.
There was never any doubt with that locker. I knew I'd own it, and I'm going to make money.
With the auctions over and the selling done, time to reveal the biggest winners and losers, based on sales and valuations of remaining goods. In last place is Pete and Dave, who ended up swallowing a loss of £766. In third place, Chris and Dave, who reached an admirable 515 quid profit. In second place are Paul and Dale with 1,465. But the clear winner is David, whose decision to swap the windows helps him net a profit, £2,175.
I'm one happy geezer. That lot was always going to be mine, and I was always going to make money on it. Now I'm in profit, I feel 10 times better, and all I've got left is just money.
Next time on Storage Flog the Lot. 4 more trucks and 4 more tempting cargoes. A hidden lot tempts one dealer into a massive gamble.
She hasn't got a Scooby-Doo.
The world of railways gets everyone steamed up.
I don't think genuinely anyone else but myself would really want this lot.
This is everything we wanted.
And a banker's lot points to hidden riches.
Oh, God, why have they done this?
But will anyone spot the clues?
We think we've noticed something. This could be a real good locker.